This session is on clock part 3. Okay, we will be solving the problems of a clock when they become straight line or right angle or coincide, that too with and without any formulas. Okay, please look at the previous slides also, part 1 and part 2, for better understanding. Please like, share and subscribe this particular channel. Important formulas of a clock. In part 2 session I explained this. Just for refresh I am saying it again. Okay, the first one is angle between hour and minutes hand of a clock. Okay, hour and minutes hand, the angle is nothing but given as a formula 30h minus 11n by 2 is equal to angle, right? H is nothing hour, m is nothing minutes. Okay, now going on to second point, number of minutes taken by hour hand and minutes hand of a clock to coincide. Okay, coincide, or it is called a combine or together. Okay, if two of them, okay, two of the hands are one after other, okay, one on the other, right, then the angle is 0 degrees, right? Then we will be using this particular formula. Okay, instead of angle we will be using 0 degrees. Then formula is nothing but 30h minus 11n by 2 mod is equal to 0 degrees. When it is in right angle, instead of coincide they are right angle, then formula 90 degrees. So instead of angle you will be keeping 90 degrees. Then it becomes 30h minus 11n by 2 mod is equal to 90 degrees. While from a straight line is nothing but exactly it becomes 180 degrees. Then in the angle we will be keeping 180 degrees and we will be using a formula 30h minus m by 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Here we will be finding the number of minutes m taken by them to coincide right angle or straight line. Okay, we will be using these formulas. Let us start with the questions now. Coming on to the first question. At what time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock both the hour hand and minutes hand coincide each other? What is meant by coincide? Coincide is nothing but one on the other. Okay, here you can see that both the hands are one on the other. The minutes hand and hour hand both are one on the other. So the angle is made as 0 degrees. So it is known as a coincide. Okay. Now for this type of question we will be directly using a formula. It is given as 30h minus 11 by 2 m mod, right? Mod is equal to 0 degrees, right? Coincide, then they will be forming an angle of 0 degrees. Then hour, it will be having after 3 o'clock only they will be coinciding. So it will be h is nothing but 3, right? Number of hours is nothing but 3. So h is 3 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 0, which implies 11 by 2 m is equal to 30 into 3, right? Then m is equal to nothing but 30 into 3 into 2 by 11, which is equal to 3 to the 6, 6 3s are 18, it becomes 180 by 11, right? Now it will be dividing by 11. 11 when you divide 180, right? It becomes 1s, it becomes 11, and it becomes 70, and 6s, it becomes 66. It is in 4, right? So it becomes 16 4 by 11. So m is equal to 16 4 by 11. Okay, after 3 o'clock, okay, at 16 4 by 11 they will be coinciding. So option is nothing, option D. After 3 it becomes 16 4 by 11. 16 4 by 11 is nothing but an answer. The next type of a question. At what time between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock will the hands of the clock be in the same straight line but not together? Okay. Here you can see a clock here. Between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock it is forming a straight line, right? What is the angle that is made due to a straight line? Is directly we can say that it is nothing but 180 degrees. So angle is given, just we have to find the minutes, right? It will be having after 7 only, they will be forming a straight line. Okay, so we'll be using the general formula, that is nothing but 30h minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 180 degrees, right? See here, h is nothing but hour, m is nothing but minutes, right? H is nothing but 7. Then it becomes 30 into 7, as after 7 only it will be forming a straight line, so into 7 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 180 degrees, right? Then 11 by 2 m is equal to 7 3 is a 21, 210 minus 180 degrees, which is equal to 30, right? Then m is equal to 60 by 11. When you divide 60 by 11, okay, it is given as 5 is a 55 and becomes a 5, which is a nothing but equal to 5 by 11, which is also equal to 5 minutes plus 5 by 11 minutes. Okay, so option E, it's nothing but 5 plus 5 by 11 minutes past 7. After 7, past 7 is nothing after 7, at 5 plus 5 by 11 they will be forming in a straight line. Coming to next question, what time between 4 and 5 o'clock will the hands of the clock be at right angle? Okay, they are saying that between 4 and 5, okay, they will be forming in a right angle. What is meant by right angle? Right angle is nothing but they are forming an angle of 90 degrees, right? The angle is nothing but 90 degrees when they are formed. Okay, just we'll be using in a formula. Theoretically how to do it I will be showing you also. Okay, it is given as 30h minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 90 degrees. Here h is nothing but 4, right? After 4 only it will form a 90 degrees angle. So h is hour is 4, m is minutes, we have to find it out. Then it becomes 30 into 4 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 90 degrees, right? 4 3s are 12, it becomes 120 minus 90 degrees is equal to 11 by 2 minutes. Then m is equal to nothing but it becomes 30, right? Becomes 30 here. 3 2s are 60, it becomes 60 by 11, which is equal to 5 by 11, right? 5 by 11. So at what time they will be forming a right angle? At 5 by 11. So option C. Now the next type of question. Okay, in the case of right angle, straight line or coincide of minutes hand or hour hand, we know the angle. Just by using a formula we can substitute it. If the minutes are given, okay, amount of minutes they are apart. Apart is nothing but difference between the hour hand and minutes hand. How many minutes they are there apart? How to solve that type of questions? Okay. Here the question is, at what time between 5 and 6 o'clock the hands of 3 minutes apart? Okay, they are saying that 5 and 6, the minutes hand and hour hand are only 3 minutes apart. They are 3 minutes apart. How to solve such type of a question? Okay, as we know that from 5 to 6 it is 30 degrees, right? So we can write it as 5 minutes it forms a 30 degrees, right? So for 3 minutes it forms how many degrees? Okay, 5 minutes it forms 30 degrees. In 3 minutes how many degrees It's nothing but cross multiplying. If you consider this one as x, then x is equal to nothing but 30 into 3 by 5. It becomes 1 it becomes nothing but a 6 6 3 nothing but 18 degrees. So it forms for 3 minutes it forms 18 degrees, right? It is nothing but 18 degrees. Now just using the formula, that is nothing but 30h minus 11 by 2 m is equal to angle is nothing but 18 degrees will be taken, okay, and find the value of m. Here h is nothing but 5, so we're getting at 30 into 5 minus 11 by 2 m is equal to 18, right? 5 3s are 15, then it becomes 150 minus 18 is equal to 11 by 2m, right? Which is equal to, when you substitute the value, it becomes 2 3 1, right, into 2 by 11 is equal to m, right? Therefore m is nothing but is equal to, by 11 ones by 12s, right? So it becomes 12 twos, it becomes 24. So after 24 minutes they become 3 minutes apart. So answer is nothing but option A. Now consider the important points of a clock. When you want to solve a problem without using formulas for straight line, rectangle or coincide, we have to know this particular 2 points, okay, the first one and the second one, okay. I explained in part 1, just for a fresh up I am saying you again, okay. The first one is, in 60 minutes minutes hands gain 55 minutes space over the hour hand, okay. How do we get it? If you consider here minutes hand and hour hand, both of them are at 12, okay, and minutes hand start rotation from 12 to 12, then hour hand will be moving from 12 to 1. It's nothing but in 1 hour 5 minutes are taken by 1 hour, right? Therefore in 60 minutes it will be having only 55 minutes gain, and other 5 minutes are taken by 1 hour. So it is gaining that in 60 minutes minutes hand gains only 55 minutes. Going to second point, number of minutes between hour hand and minutes hand of a clock, okay, a clock, okay. If you consider, if both the hands are coinciding, okay, both the hands are coinciding, combined together, right, like this one, then how much minutes is difference between these two? It is only 0 minutes. When it comes as a 90 degrees or right angle, then the number of minutes difference between these two is nothing but 15 minutes. When they form a straight line, it becomes nothing but a 30 minutes difference between the minutes hand and hour hand. Now we'll be solving the problem without using any formulas. Now solving the problem without using any formulas, okay. The first one is, at what time between 4 and 5 o'clock will the hands of a watch point in the opposite direction, okay. For this one we have to know the one important point. It's nothing but in 60 minutes minutes hand gains 55 minutes space over the hour hand, right? So it is given that number of minutes and amount of a gain, right? In 60 minutes it gains 55 minutes only. Now as per the question, it is given that between 4 and 5 they should be in opposite direction. The minutes hand and hour hand should be, both of them should be in a opposite direction between 4 and 5. It's nothing but forming in a straight line, right? Now the minutes hand should move from 12 to rotate and it should come here, right? How much amount of gain it has been formed from moving from 12 to this particular point. Okay, first what we do is nothing but the minutes hand would be moving from 12 to 4. Okay, minutes hand would be moving from 12 to 4. It's nothing but 20 minutes plus it should move in a straight line. It should go straight line. Then it should move from here to here. It's nothing but 30 minutes plus it should go 30 minutes, which is called 50 minutes gain should be there. Therefore, minutes hand from here to here it should go. Then it becomes a 50 minutes gain should be there. So we have to find out in how many minutes the 50 minutes gain will be there. Okay, in how many minutes 50 minutes gain will be there. Just cross multiplying it. Then we get m is equal to nothing but 50 into 60 by 55, which is equal to 600 by 11. So we will be dividing 600 by 11. Okay, 600, it is nothing but 5s are 55, which we getting as 50, and it becomes 4, it is 44, and it becomes 6, which is equal to 54, 6 by 11, which is also equal to 54 minutes plus 6 by 11 minutes are taken. So seeing the options, option D will be matching, right? After 4, past 4 after 4, if it goes 54 plus 6 by 11 minutes, then they would be forming in a straight line or moving in a opposite direction. Okay. Next is nothing but without using formula how to solve the coincide or together type of a problem. Okay. The question is at what time between 2 and 3 o'clock will the hands of the clock will be together. Together coincide is nothing but same, right? Now it is given that between 2 and 3 o'clock they should be forming in a nothing but coinciding or together should be there, right? In 2 and 3 they should coincide. For this one, the basic point you have to know is nothing but in 60 minutes the minutes hand will be getting 55 minutes. In how many minutes? 60 minutes it gains 55 minutes, right? This is a minute, this is not minute gain, right? So from 12 it should go to 2, right? From 12 it should go to 2. It's not but 10, right? It gains 10 minutes, right? In how many minutes it will gain 10 minutes? We have to find it out. Just cross multiplying it, you will get it as m is equal to 10 into 60 by 55. It's nothing but by 2s are by 11s are, which is equal to 120 by 11. Just dividing 120 by 11. It's 11, 120, it becomes 1, which is equal to 11, it becomes 10. So it does goes, it becomes 10, which is equal to nothing but 10 by 11, which is also equal to 10 plus 10 by 11, right? So answer is nothing but option B, right? After 10 plus 10 by 11 minutes past to after 2, they would coincide or they would be together. The minutes hand and hour hand would be together, right? So going to the next one. The next question, how to solve the problem without using any formulas for right angles. Okay, the question is at what time between 5:30 and 6 o'clock will the hands of the clock will be in a right angle. Okay, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock it will be at the mid, right? In 5:30 and 6 o'clock it should form in a nothing but 90 degrees. It's nothing but a right angle. So basic thing you have to remember is nothing but in 60 minutes hand gains 55 minutes, right? Minutes and gain. In 60 minutes it gains 55 minutes, right? So Here in the question it is given that minutes hand should move from 12 to 5 first, right? 12 to 5. It should gain from 12 to 5. 5 is nothing but 25. It should gain 25 plus it should move 90 degrees. 90 degrees is nothing but 15 minutes, right? It should gain 50 minutes, which is nothing but 40 minutes. So the minutes hand should move or gain 40 minutes, right? So minutes hand should gain 40 minutes. So how much amount of time is taken to gain 40 minutes? That is nothing. Number of minutes required to gain 40 minutes is equal to, just on cross multiplying it, you get it as 60 into 40 by 55, which is 11, it becomes an 8, which is equal to 480 by 11. When you divide it, okay, 480 by 11, 480, right? 4s, it becomes 44. Then 8 minus 4 is 40. Then it goes by 3s, it becomes 33, right? It becomes nothing but a 7, which is equal to 43, 7 by 11, which is also equal to 43 minutes plus 7 by 11 minutes, right? It is nothing but 43 plus 7 by 11 minutes. So it goes with option B. So after 5, after 5, it will take 43 plus 7 by 11 minutes to form a right angle.